Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Kayla Rundle if you do not know me, and today we just got a ton of boxes in from Holley Performance for the Dodge drag car build, since we are participating in the Motor Trend Presents Roadkill Nights powered by Dodge. This event is in a little bit over 20 days now. We just received the motor right here next to me in this box, and we now just received all the aftermarket parts we need to make this car run properly and be as fast as possible and safe, so we can hopefully win this event. I think first box of many. There's so much in here. Oh my gosh, is this box heavy? It's the seat brackets, but it is the seat brackets for the seats next to me. We're gonna have everything race equipped to keep me safe. 2 sets of seat brackets. This is the Earl's Performance Supercharger intake manifold. The main purpose of it is so it clears up space from the motor hitting the firewall. It actually clears up about 2 inches of space, and it looks way better than the stock ones. This is gorgeous. This is the stock one, and this is the Earl's one. So as you can see the difference there, this one comes out way closer to the firewall than this one. So that is the biggest difference for these. Now we also have a ton of spark plugs, because in the new Red Eye motor, it actually has 2 spark plugs per cylinder. So that is a ton of spark plugs. So you have to get 4 of these packs of 4 spark plugs in each one, because that is how many we need to get our engine firing properly. We chose the MSD Iridium 4-pack, so we needed 16 spark plugs for this motor. And then it looks like we have an air intake sensor, coolant temp sensor, intake sensor. So we need all these new sensors for our harness for our car to work. I believe this is the 0 to 100 stainless pressure sensor. It's all stainless steel. All these MSD parts I'm very familiar with, because I used a lot of MSD parts on my Camaro engine build. I love Holley and I support their products. They are such a great company and their customer service is amazing. MSD ignition coils, we got them in red so we can match all the Red Eye colors in our engine bay. The red will definitely stand out instead of the black coils that come on our crates. These basically just have an improved high RPM operation, since we will be raising redline from factory. These will definitely help to make sure we have enough spark to get the car running properly with our increased power. And look at that, I got stickers. This is the Holley 302-63 Gen 3 Hemi swap oil pan. You guys have to get this oil pan if you are doing a Hemi swap. This is so we are able to fit our new crate motor into our new drag car, because the oil pan on the motor is huge compared to the size of this one. So this will help a lot with the fitment. And it's black and it'll look really, really nice. And it comes with everything you need to install it properly. They're very light, very, very light. Kind of want to unwrap it so I can see if I fit. So this seat, it has padding everywhere, and in this area that's like the heavily touched area is leather, so it won't wear as fast. It'll be perfect. And Tony and I were talking about how we were worried. The previous seats had like these side bolster headpieces that go on the side of you in extreme racing conditions. But we do want to be able to see our competition on the side of us, just in case. And we also want to see if they take off earlier or not, or where they are on the tracks. So this way I will be able to like kind of side-eye my competition as I'm driving, while being contained in the seat properly and stay safe. So I won't really wiggle side to side in here. To net. It fits me perfect. Thankfully, Race Equipped brand is red, similar to Holly, which is similar to all of the Dodge stuff. The car is gonna have an entire, basically a red theme for the motor and the interior. More stickers. It's gonna be a full Race Equipped up car. I'm like sweating. It is so hot here in Arizona. And inside we use swamp coolers and I'm dripping sweat. But I got everything unboxed behind me and set it up for a picture. Shout out to our largest sponsor, Holly Performance. They were so quick and easy to work with, and of course I've worked with them in the past. Great company. They own so many different brands and they offer so much for all sorts of different vehicles. And I'm excited to get all into the car and make it hopefully into the car that will win the grudge match in August. We got everything here. I believe we are waiting on the Holly dash and maybe some more Race Equipped seat harnesses. We've been slowly figuring out what else we need to get the car finished in time. But thank you, Holly, so much for sponsoring this build. I'm so excited to get all this stuff installed. I have a few more parts to unbox. These ones are from Aeromotive. This is a fuel system company that I am not really too familiar with. And so I want to open them up and show you guys what I got. It's like Christmas. All right, right away, it looks like we have fuel lines in this huge box. I guessed it right. I'm like, these are massive. I'm like, these must be like 10, and it says 10, 10. Because mine are 6 and 8.
We're gonna make some power.
This boy's huge. Wiring kit, fuel pump. Holy, why are things so big?
This is what it takes to make big power.
I thought my Camaro had big fuel stuff. This is like, oh boy, there's a lot of fittings. Individually packaged too. And usually these are all just wild guesses. They usually just throw in a million different fittings and then you just like pray that the right fitting's in here.
This time.
Not this time?
Told them exactly what we need.
Really? Because you know exactly what we need?
Oh, because it was built at one time, so it was easy to figure out what.
Oh, so you know like what degrees you need?
And where everything's going. I mean, a couple of them are a guess on my part.
A million fittings. Tony, you got another banner. Get a filter bracket. This is nice. Regulator 30 to 120 PSI. And then the fuel filter. I'm just very curious on how big this fuel filter is. This fuel filter's huge. Mine's half the size. Look how massive that is. This is like a water bottle size. It's just gonna be pumping fuel through this fuel filter. Aw, see, it's cute. It's like the same size. I feel like once you do a fuel system kit, doing it again's not as hard because now I like fully understand what I'm looking at when I previously did the fuel system kit on my Camaro. I'm very curious what it says for the filter bracket. This is so nice. You get a bracket.
It's nice stuff.
Give you a nice bracket. Fits. Look at that nice bracket that they give you to fit the fuel filter. And this can go on the chassis, like underneath the car, or in the engine bay, depending on where it goes, or by the fuel pump. I don't know. We'll see where Tony wants all this stuff. And here we have a million different fittings and stickers. Tony picked out all of these fittings since we kind of know what fittings we need, since last year was a very similar build with the same engine. So he says that he picked out all the right ones. We'll see. Ooh. Now, box number 2. This is the fuel cells. What are in these tiny boxes? This is a bracket for the battery. This is so fancy for no reason. Oh, it's so cute. Is it heavy? How do you... Can you not put on the concrete? Do you believe in that or do you not care?
It's not good.